Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet Voice You Know with the News You Trust studio, sponsored by Grain Equipment Company, where innovation meets execution. I'm Dave Russell. Well, got a couple of calendar reminders. Holt House Ag Solutions will be hosting an open house tomorrow. That's August 23rd in Sydney to talk about their TYM tractors and other products and services they offer. For more information, call Greg at 937-538-8594. And then we'll be talking with AgPro about their new location in Upper Sandusky on Monday. Well, let's check in with Dusty for our weekly update from the Ohio Soybean Council and your checkoff dollars at work. Dusty?
Joining me today is Dr. Horacio Lopez Nicora. He is our soybean pathologist and nematologist with OSU Extension. Now is the time to go out and do some scouting.
Once we're getting more into the R3 growth stage, that window of R3, R5 is where we really want to protect our soybean health. So that's the time where we're going to encounter a lot of the foliar diseases caused by pathogens. And again, if the selection of the cultivar variety was a susceptible one, maybe a fungicide will help mitigate your reduction if the disease develop in that growth stage. Always, make sure to select a resistant varieties, specifically when you are dealing with a history of recurrent foliar pathogens. Touching a little bit on this topic, and I think we mentioned an example such as frog eye leaf spot. It's interesting, like 2 years ago in our fungicide trials in Northwest Ohio, we started detecting frog eye leaf spot. Something that in previous year, it was a disease that was more common in the southern part of the state. And if we just look at the life cycle of this pathogen, the disease cycle, we call it in plant pathology, the pathogen will overwinter on crop residues, debris, right? And it will be killed, or very cold winters will avoid the pathogen to survive or overwinter, as we call it, right? And we have been experiencing milder winters in the past years, and we strongly believe that this could be a possibility of why we're seeing frog eyes in northern part of the state we didn't before. And it's, again, just something for us to know based on what we're observing, inform, and encourage people to walk their fields. Again, scout if you're seeing these symptoms. If you're not sure what you're looking at, send it to the lab. We're going to be able to help you diagnose.
Again, my guest today, Dr. Horacio Lopez Nicora, soybean nematologist and pathologist at The Ohio State University. Today's update brought to you by the Ohio Soybean Council and your soybean checkoff dollars at work.
The Environmental Protection Agency released its final herbicide strategy, calling it an unprecedented step in protecting over 900 federally endangered and threatened species from the potential impacts of herbicides. EPA will use the strategy to identify measures to reduce the amount of herbicide exposure to these species when it registers new herbicides and when it reevaluates registered herbicides under a process called registration review. Josh Gackel, president of the American Soybean Association, says while there are improvements to the final herbicide strategy over what was first proposed, they are disappointed that EPA chose to leave so many opportunities on the table to make this strategy workable for farmers. The markets, I'll have those numbers coming up next.
Nearly 90% of farmers say that financial worries, constantly changing market conditions, and other uncontrollable variables take a toll on their mental well-being. Add in the weather and family dynamics, well, it's a lot to handle alone. But did you know farmers and their families can receive free confidential services from licensed professionals? Support is available 24/7 to help with the challenges you face. Look for Farm Family Wellness Alliance under the Resources tab at farmfoundation.org. Take care of yourself. Your well-being matters.
Hey Ohio, exciting news coming to you from Ohio's Country Journal. Subscribe or renew your free subscription by September 20th of 2024 and you could win one of 4 50-inch televisions. Ohio's Country Journal is free, but subscribers have to renew their subscriptions every 3 years to continue to receive it. Subscribe or renew to stay updated on all things Ohio, from agricultural insights to rural lifestyle. Don't miss out. Visit our website today at ocj.com/renew.
The market's brought to you by Seed Consultants, simply better performance, online at seedconsultants.com. At the Board of Trade, September corn 371.5 down 4. December corn 393.5 down 4 3/4. September soybeans 941.25 down 21 3/4. November soybeans 961.5 down 20 cents. September wheat $5.11 down 8 3/4. At the Mercantile Exchange, August cattle 182.55 up $1.32. October hogs 79.62 up $3.47. September feeder cattle $238.20 up $2.52. This is the Ohio AgNet.